Hello and welcome to Today in the News on Vanguard Live. I am Precious Chukudi. We begin with the front pages of the papers this morning, starting off with Vanguard. Vanguard is leading with Wike Umahi Edun get FCT works finance ministry. The writer says no minister assigned to Niger Delta Affairs Ministry. Northwest has 10 ministers, North Central 8, Southwest has 9, Northeast has 7, Kaduna not represented. South has 5 senior ministers and 2 ministers of state. Southeast has 4 senior ministers and 1 minister of state. You can also see a photo story showing the Airtel cable 5G live in Tanzania. Naira appreciates as NNPCL boosts the forex supply with $3 billion loan. The writer says the presidency explains disbursements benefit of loan. Stories above, of course, we can see the ministers and also their portfolio attached. On page 9, SANUSI to Nigerians. Don't allow president, governors intimidate you. All right, let's take a look at the Punch newspaper. The Punch is leading with ministerial portfolios. Oil workers demand results as Tinubu heads Petroleum Ministry. Umahi clinches works. Bagudu budgets. Wike FCT. Oyetola transport inauguration for Monday. Manufacturers set agenda for industry minister. NECA says portfolio based on track records. On page 7, crash. Army chief deploys more soldiers in Niger. Villagers flee. Miscreants terrorize Lagos communities. Government vows clamp down. You can see that on pages 4 and 5. Panic in Ibadan settlement as Mogaji steals 200 houses. Stories above. Federal government tackles forex crisis with $3 billion loan. Article knocks Tinubu. Nigeria earns a $742 billion oil revenue in 21 years, and that's coming from Haiti. Last year on the front page of the Punch newspaper, Naira rebounds trade 850 Naira to $1 at parallel markets. All right, let's take a look at the Guardian newspaper, and the Guardian is leading with resurgence of killings threatens the North Central states food production. We can see an infographic showing 1,200 lives lost in North Central due to banditry, kidnapping, and herdsman farmers crisis in 4 months. Capsized oil rig operating illegally on Nigerian waters since 2016, and that's coming from Nimasa. Nigerians call for war volunteers. Sahel Alliance seek release of Bazoum. Nigeria needs a sustainable solution to Western doctor strike. Tinubu silent on Petroleum Ministry, assigned portfolio to cleared ministers. And last on the front page of the Guardian, we have APC considers a merger with opposition as Chidoka warns of PDP's extinction. All right, let's take a look at the Nation newspaper. The Nation is leading with key portfolios for Edun, Alake, Oyetola, Fagbemi, Adelabu. The writer says ahead Monday's inauguration, President assigned duties to ministers designate. And we can also see the list, the portfolios. NNPCL's $3 billion buffer to strengthen Naira, stabilize exchange rates. How new move will boost economy by president. Naira firms up against dollar. PDP member protest at inauguration of Osun Council caretaker committees. Stories above. Chidoka, PDP will collapse if not reformed. APC growing, says Ganduje. Tight security mounted to prevent attack on railways. Ahmed Hassan is Jazz Bank AGMDCO. How Abduad is raising bar of academic excellence. And that's all we can take on the front pages of the papers this morning. Join us after the break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. If you're just joining, still today in the news on Vanguard Live, I am Precious Chukudi. And joining me to talk about some of the stories on the front page of the papers this morning is Mr. Oludari Mayowa, publisher of Global Financial Digest. Good morning, sir. It's good to have you join me this morning.
Yeah, good morning. Nice to be here today.
All right, let's delve in. And of course, we're talking about the president. He has assigned a portfolio to 45 of the 48 ministers. What's your take, as well as which of the ministers do you think should not be assigned to some portfolios?
First, thank you very much. I'd like to commend the president for the few of the names that are placed in the right place. For example, Wale Edun is renowned for his experience in the finance industry, so it's the right peg in the right hole. We have seen Party too in the Ministry of Health. I think they will do well because of the experience the person in the Ministry for FCT, Wike, we expect him to perform. Even the Ministry of Works will perform very well. We are seeing what he has done in the Boy State. But there are quite few of numbers of those appointees or the portfolio assigned to wrong people. When I look at defense, I look at Matawali as union minister, for example. He was the governor of Zamfara for 4 years. Zamfara was under siege from bandits. And I wonder what he's going to do in the defense ministry. Aside from that, placing two ex-governor in the same ministry is cutting for trouble. For me, I see the cabinet as a mixture of round peg in round hole and mismatches. First of all, in aviation, I wonder what's going to do there. The scanning communication is very good. You know, we have some of them that are suitable for where they are placed there. And there are some of them, Alakif at Solid, I wonder what's going to do there. And so on and so forth. You can see the mismatch, you can see the round pen, round hole. And the president, as a minister of petroleum, in the last 8 years, Buhari was minister of petroleum. What do we achieve? The president has enough on his plate already. He has the whole Nigerian constituency to tackle all manner of things according to the minister. I wonder what he want to do with the petroleum ministry as the head of that place.
In terms of your expectations for these new ministers, what are you looking at?
Yeah, the economy is in a dear state. So we need ministers who can perform, who can generate resources for the country, who can reduce tension in the country, who can secure the country by the type of security, eliminate terrorism, banditries, oil theft. We need people who can handle those area that has been like a clog to the growth of this country to start on the run. Yes, we have as finance minister. What can he do alone? The people they put in the planning and budget. Former Governor Bagudu, I don't know his background. I don't know his experience as a shadow accountant. What's going to do there? What experience as a governor? What was his performance? These are the basic things you need to look at. We expect the government to hit the ground running when you have the effective ministers in position, the cabinet in position, who can quickly put in place policy that could move this country forward. The country needs to generate resources, revenue from the oil industry, for example. Stop oil theft and ramp up oil crude oil production that we can have enough foreign exchange flow into this country. These are things we are expecting. But when you have a mismatch in this ministry, it will be like a clog in a well. We may not be able to move faster as we ought to move at this period of time. My expectation is that we might have some major challenges where some people are trying to run and some people are trying to crawl and dragging those who want to run backward. That's what I see from this ministerial portfolio.
All right, moving on. Of course, Naira appreciated by 3.8% in the parallel market as the exchange rate falls to 885 Naira to a dollar. And that's coming from the 920 Naira to a dollar that it was on Tuesday. How can we reduce forex pressure?
The only way we can reduce pressure is to build up reserve. Today we have over 3 billion as a reserve. It's not enough to service this country's months import bills, so to say. So for us to reduce pressure on the Naira, we need to boost our Naira reserve to at least 40 billion, 45 billion. And how can we do that in short term? Is to combat the oil theft in the Niger Delta, reduce the wastages, the drainage, the stealing of the crude oil, because that's the major exports that can hand us dollars, foreign exchange in this country. And if we are producing less than our quota, then we are reducing our chances of actually supporting the Naira. So that's the first thing to do for the government to actually ramp up the productions, oil productions that can export more, to can help more foreign exchange, reduce fuel importations. Like we can, if we can refine our crude oil locally so that can supply local petrol, we reduce our money we spend on importing finished product to this country, and do backward integration in the agricultural sector to support our industry. These are measures we need to adopt quickly so that we can have a little bit of strong Naira anyway.
All right. According to the acting governor Shonubi of Central Bank, this week he mentioned that he believes that the change that is going on in the parallel market are touched by speculative demands from people. Do you agree with him?
Yeah, partially I agree with him. He said that there are many Nigerians today that have translated their Naira assets to dollar assets. Why? Because we hedge against inflation, hedge against depreciation of the Naira. So a wise person will put his money in safe haven. And what is safe haven for Naira today in dollars? Because Naira is depreciating, using value, 1 million Naira in January today is less than 500,000 today in value. So what the wise people do is to hedge their assets in dollars so that the strong currency above the weak currency, and that could lead to speculation. But what is speculation? Because of lack of confidence in the system, lack of confidence in the economy. So the government needs to do something to boost investors' confidence, Nigerian confidence in the economy, that the Naira today will be of zero value or less value, a little bit of less value in 6 months, in 3 months, in 1 year. People would now be confident to hold Naira. But if you are not confident that the Naira will be stable, the currency will be stable, then you want to hedge, you want to buy dollars to save your money in dollars so that in case there is inflation, you still make some gain and some interest. These are things we need to clean up the system. And CBN is not doing enough to assure the country of the ability to build confidence in the economy. And that's why we are seeing speculations on the downward administration of people who are capable to speculate, is politicians and the people in government who are stealing our money and putting in dollars and in safe havens.
All right. In line with the ongoing fiscal monetary policy reforms of the federal government, NNPCL has actually signed the commitment letter and term sheets with Afrexim Bank for an emergency of a $3 billion crude oil replacement loan. Now, the question is, what is the benefit of this loan to Nigeria, and what are your thoughts basically on it?
Unfortunately, is one of the knee-jerk approach to solving emergency problem. $3 billion sounds will be so good, but it's not enough. In less than 2 months, that money will be fritting away. And don't forget that the money will be disbursed in bits. And you are spending the money you are not earning. You are saying NNPCL borrowing $3 billion to pay taxes and royalty in advance. That means the money you ought to pay in December, the money you ought to pay to the government in January next year, you are borrowing to pay it. You know, it has consequences on the fiscal policy of the government. And I don't think that's the right way to go for us. I think the government needs to do elsewhere. And like I said earlier, the quick fix is to actually ensure that we produce more crude oil. If today we are able to raise our output from 1.1 million barrels per day to about 1.5, we are able to make more than 33 billion within a short period of time without borrowing it and without multiplicating the NNPC asset in the way. The same thing the former governors of Naira did when he borrowed from Umahi and JP Morgan, 7.5 billion. And what was the effect of that borrowing, or what was the result of that asset hedging, like putting our asset into borrowing money? So these are things that we need to look at. Like I think work in time past, no. We need work now, no. So what do we need to do? We need to be more focused on solving the problem rather than adopting a dictator approach to solving a problem that needs thinking.
All right, moving on. The 14th Emir of Kano, Sanusi Sanusi II, has said that Nigerians take too much rubbish from politicians who take them for granted, and that they shouldn't be intimidated. What's your take, especially looking at what the economy is like right now, and you know how some people would be trying to go close to politicians just because of they are trying to see what they can gain from them, you know, in times like this?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You know, sometimes we don't pray for crisis, but we wonder how Nigerians survive under these conditions. oil from 185 naira to about 700 in some places, 600 in some places, and people are still trudging on, and people are still showing on. Inflation rate from 22 to 24%. You know, Naira rates deployed for 400 to 700 plus or 900 plus in the private as the case may be. People are still trudging on as if nothing happened. People are carrying their weight and they are still struggling, hoping against hope. And people are not speaking out because people know the truth as probably queuing the line waiting for their own turn to shop. And that's why we are seeing quietness in the land. The government have not been telling the truth. I read a survey done by CMC Connect that said that Nigerians are happy with the government policy. I wonder what kind of junk survey is that. No, when people are going through hardship, and yet somebody is sitting on his desk and writing a survey and saying that Nigerians are happy with the government policy. No, for me, it's out of tune with the reality of the country. So, for me, what SANUSI was saying that people need to speak up. We need to put the government on their toes. Say people are suffering. People know let the president know the reality. What the government are facing in the country. Speak out. Nigerians are suffering. Government do something. The president should do something about it. People should continue to study because the government can do something. But if it does, everybody does not come in with a survey. People will happy with government. The president will just stay in that zone and be like, okay, people are not suffering as people are trying to pay this. I think that's the point he's trying to make in that statement, really.
All right, so let's take a look at Mr. and Mrs. before we go. And Mrs. is speaking this morning. She says, I don't like the way he behaves. He's just our neighbor and nothing else. Whenever he gets a ride in our car, he sits at the owner's corner as if he owns the car. And Mr. says, let him sit wherever he pleases. We all know the owner of the car.
Mm-hmm. So that's a message in that statement, really. And the man has to open his mind and read to the line. But the good one, really, as usual.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Ludari Mayowa, publisher of Global Financial Digest. Thank you for sharing your thought with us this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me today and have a lovely day.
Yeah. All right. Also, remember that you can equally like, share, and subscribe on all our social media platforms showing on your screen. To find out today's stories, go to our website www.vanguardngr.com to find out more. I am Precious.